This works for me. Find what works for you. Find what works for your eye shape. That matters. This is gonna be the star of the show. Hello, hello guys. How are you? I just got out of the shower. I am drinking a little bit of some hydration and it has a little bit of caffeine. I'm gonna get everything together here. Thank you for your patience. We are about to embark into something about makeup, something. You guys got to see a little bit of the before, being able to know how to do a smoked out liner. Could we call it a smoked out liner? Yes, or like a smoky liner. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for coming back. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Thank you for your grace as I'm growing and learning here how to navigate everything. So here we go. And remember, this is from that thrifted video. Cute things that we can do with these glass jugs. Let's do this. Let's have fun with makeup. Yes? But I'm gonna start with skin. Gonna do some skin, gonna do my foundation, concealer, a little prep work, and then we'll get to the part that I'm excited to share with you guys. Let's erase the non-sleep. Not being able to sleep for I don't know how long. Let's erase that. Boom, erased. I just slept 1,000 hours. Feels that easy, huh? I'm like using my finger here because this part is so gentle. It's part of your eye. So gentle here. Hence, I should have grabbed something if I was gonna touch my face. Ooh. Ooh, dragged it up a little too high. Ooh. So I'm gonna conceal a bit, just a little bit. Put some foundation. Just everywhere. This might be a little hard because I can't see. This foundation is looking a little light. We can easily fix that. My eyebrows. So for eyebrows, I have a couple step processes. Oops. I think I went in too harsh here. Way too harsh. Way too harsh. Good thing everything's an easy fix. Just brush it out. Let's see if you guys can kind of. This is hard. Eyebrows done. Hair drying. Well, let me finish just bronzing my face. I don't look so pale here. See, already that creates some sort of dimension here without it being too much. This is a powder brow bronzer. Shall we add some blush? So I'm gonna layer on some of the milk. This is a color Work. It's a very natural color because it's not super out there. Let's move on to eyes. I always have to make sure that my mascara is waterproof for my lashes to stay up. Do you have to wear mascara? Do you have to curl your lashes to wear lashes? In my humble opinion, yes. Why? Because it blends better. It holds in there. If you have straight lashes and you are to just put false lash on top of that, sometimes what happens is like the lash is curved like this and your lash is like this. Let's start talking about lines, okay? I wanted to show you guys this brush that I've been using for 10 plus years. I would only talk about something that I love. If you don't have this exact brush and you still want to play with makeup, girl, I am nobody to tell you that's not gonna work. But at the same time, you gotta make sure it has like a dense tip, that it has like, that you are able to grab a shadow yourself and be able to like make a line on your hand. And if it makes a line, that's gonna work for you to do a nice little liner shadow, or, you know, to be able to like add a shade in there. If it doesn't do this and it has more poofy, what could be the word? This is more of an eyeshadow. So you just have to tell what kind of, you know, brush are you using for what you're about to do. So if I was to use something like this and dip it into a brown, check out what's gonna happen. So it's not gonna create a line because it's made to put on shadow, like on your lid, you know. I hope we're getting somewhere here. Fine brush, this kind of fine brush works for liner. Thicker, fluffy brush, I've tried liners of all kinds. I am a full wing, fox eye, really cut out wing kind of gal. So in this case, right now, this year, us being, you know, trying to tone things down here a little bit and trying to keep things a little more natural, this is my way of toning it down a little bit. Or when I'm in a rush, it's just easier to just do a shadow liner, and it just looks very natural. It enhances your eye. I'll show you one eye with liner, one without. I think some of the things that are very important to know is that there's so many eye shapes. Maybe we can like put some shots here of the different eye shapes there are. There's so many eye shapes. My eyes are almond eyes, and so a wing liner that goes a little higher always complements my eye. You might have something that complements your eye individually, because God made us very unique and very individual. If you've never played with, you don't know your eye shape, let's start there. What eye shape do you have? And then what you can do is look up what are lines that complement my eye shape. From there, you can start off small, which means we will start doing a line. Okay guys, I'm back. My mic lost battery, so while I was waiting of charging it, I'm like, I blow dried my hair. Okay, so I was telling you guys about this brush to create this very soft shadow liner look. Some ways that you can like cheat this to be even easier for you if you need like a better guideline is by grabbing pieces of tape, putting them on the top or your palm or whatever, so that the tape doesn't go so harshly on your eye. There's also makeup tape that you can use for that, whatever you have in hand. And just make sure that you can put it on your skin first and then put it here, because the skin here is much more sensitive than any other skin. So if you need that guideline, what you would do, and what you always want to do with liner, is look at a mirror, and you're not going to do your liner looking down from here and trying to do a liner here. Like, you're not going to look down. You're going to try to look at your view of like how you would look like straightforward, if that makes any sense. The trick is straightforward always, never looking down or even like too up where you're going to go like this, because the line is always going to change. So you always want to be looking straightforward, how it would look. This is not even me talking about the different kinds of lids that you might have. So I need you to play with it. Play with it as much as you can. But what I want you to do is be inspired to play and be able to do something different. If you were looking into maybe adding some liner to your routine, for you to be able to do it without being fearful at all of messing something up. In this case, first I started with my moisturizer and priming my face, and foundation, concealer, all these different things, right? And now I'm gonna do the liner, but that's because I am confident that I know I got this, I can do this in my sleep kind of deal. But if you're just starting, I would recommend you to first start with your you can conceal if you wanted to put some concealer on your eyelid. Put some concealer on your eyelid and then set it with a powder, and then start playing with the liner. So that way you can either use the tape, like I told you, you can put a little piece of tape as you're looking straight forward like this. Put a piece of tape where you think where it would suit your eye shape. You can put a piece of tape like that. Or what you can do, instead of putting a piece of tape, you could always use a wipe of any sort. Somehow I don't have a wipe near me. But you can use a wipe of any sort, a baby wipe, any kind of wipe. You would, you know, make it into a little triangle, and then again, you would look straight forward and you would wipe up, and then the length of your liner is going to be totally up to you, like up to your preference, what you're comfortable with. If you want to play with it and try to do more of a wing liner, nothing's going to happen. Nobody's going to die. You can play with it. But if you don't like an exaggerated wing liner and you just want to like a little bit, just like a little enhancement of your eye, then you can just keep it there. You can pass the wipe even at the top, and then do your foundation and everything else, like your concealer, your foundation, do the rest of your face. If you tend to have a drier face, what I would do is I would grab a wipe, but I would put some, like whatever you moisturize with, I would put some moisturizer on the wipe, and then I would wipe it with the moisturizer. That way you keep moisture. You're not just like dragging and drying your face and taking away from what you moisturized with already. So hope I'm not being repetitive here, but at the same time, giving you some tips on what would best suit you. Do not be afraid, again, to play with this as much as you can. You're gonna see me do this for what is my eye shape. So I'm gonna do one eye, and then I'll come back and tell you guys about the other one. Let me mention what I'm gonna do, right? Even like eyeshadow colors, this is where it's fun. I think like an eyeshadow liner is always fun because you can play with it as much as would be a liquid liner. But if you have a palette, any palette of any sorts that has a couple colors in there, you can use any other colors that suit you, suit your skin tone, whatever you're in the mood for. But normally, if you wanted to go with like your facial features, you kind of would like to match it to either the roots of your hair or like what your hair color is. In this case, my hair color is really dark brown. So what I like to do is I like to mix a dark brown and a black together and then create my liner with that. It all just depends. Some days I just use the black. Some days I just use the brown if I want it to look even softer, but totally up to your preference. You can customize it to you. So that just tells you how flexible this is. Also, you can customize it using some color theory here and seeing the color of your eyes. What color are your eyes? And looking at a color wheel and seeing the opposite color of that and being able to do a shadow liner. If you have a palette that has that color that complements your eye, that would be super fun. And you will see your eyes pop. So we'll have more fun with stuff like that, with color and all of that later. For right now, I just wanted to show you guys like literally what I'm doing day to day, what I like to do when I'm doing like fast makeup, if that makes any sense. And something that looks really soft, very natural. So yeah, this is my eyes without liner, and you'll get to see my eyes with a smoke liner. And actually, I'm even gonna add the lash to the other side so it could be more dramatic. What do you guys think? I'm gonna add the lash already so that we can have that dramatic look of what it looks like with a smoky eyeliner, and then what it looks like without it. So today I'm blending both the brown and the black. I'm gonna do this side because I think it's gonna be easier. So again, remember the tip, looking straight forward. All right, for the most part, here it is. So I didn't have to like wipe it. And then you can use any kind of like a concealer brush too and clean that up even more. Just this kind of eyeshadow liner. It's so forgiving. You can use anything. I mean, I was even thinking right now, I'm like, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you could also use a Q-tip that has like a fine tip like this and just like clean it out like this, going up. In this case, like I said, please don't get scared and think like you're gonna be rocking a wing liner like this. Like you don't have to do that. You would just clean it off, you know? But you always wanna go up. I know that I went like that, but you always wanna go up because you always wanna lift your gaze onto the Lord. Lift your gaze onto the Lord. Where? Until well. Anyways, but yeah, you always wanna lift your eye rather than drag it down. I mean, that could be a look. It's a look. It's cute for the eye shape that it goes with, but who had that? I think maybe Marilyn Monroe had a little bit of that. Yeah. I'm gonna let that dry. And another thing I like to use that brush for is going into the darkest color or just blending both again, tapping it and going over the glue of the lash. I like it because it's very precise too for that. And sorry, I'm gonna have to look down here. That's just to make sure that you can't see the lash glue whatsoever. Yeah. Do I look crazy with my hair like this? I don't want to show you guys a close-up look here. So this is the eye with the smoked liner. Again, you are not going to be, you don't have to be rocking a liner as long as mine. It's not for everybody. I've done this for years. You see the before and the after. It's just light, like very, very natural, very delicate almost. You see it? Now, let's move on to the next side. Let's try to do this one together. So I'm gonna get very close, as close as possible, and bear with me. We're probably gonna make mistakes here, but it's gonna be okay. I'm so sorry for my lips that are looking this way. Let me put something on them. My usual chapstick. We are gonna do this eye. Let's try, let's go. Starting from that corner. Start doing this line over here. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna avoid going past where my pupil is. So my pupil ends right here. I'm not gonna put anything here. What I'm gonna do is just intensify that. Does that help? Hopefully it helps. Just to let you guys know the guideline I'm following. I'm not gonna go past my pupil. We're gonna leave this free space here. Sorry, it's hard for me because I'm trying to navigate how to be on camera. I'm sorry, I'm so close. I should have given frame wording. I'm gonna get really close to the camera, hence too late now. So here I am. I'm not gonna go past this right here. I'm gonna keep it in here. And there's so much freedom to make mistakes, guys. It's not even funny with this technique, and just everything can get cleaned up. Everything can it could be fixed. I know it could be harder with like a darker black line because you would have to restart all over. But with this, you can just grab any brush that has either a little bit of concealer or, sorry, not just any brush, because I feel like when I say that, I don't expect you to grab one of the poofy brushes and try to clean this up. That could be a concealer brush, basically. after you already have your concealer, foundation, all the things on your face, then this is a way that you can clean it up. You can just grab your foundation, your concealer, and just wipe it up. Or even if you would say, if you mess up here, you can do the same thing and just make sure you like pat, and then you can go back with a powder to just make sure things make sense. In this case, we're not doing eyeshadow. We're just keeping it simple. We're doing this line. We're just enhancing our eyes. Then this is what it would look like. For me, it's just that I've always loved this kind of liner. So this works for me. Find what works for you. Find what works for your eye shape. That matters. This doesn't have to be like how I'm doing it here, that I'm making it so crease. Like I said, you can still follow, no matter what eye shape you have, you can still follow the rule of not going beyond where your pupil is. So not going in here, but just keeping it out here. And if you want to just do a really fine line and just make it, because what it does is makes your eyelashes look fuller. So if you just want it to be with your mascara and you just want your eyelashes to look a little bit fuller, you can do this at the top and just do like a little fine line across here. And if you wanted to, you can do like a little kitten wing, like a little bit, just like that. So I hope I'm not over explaining, but that's what it's like. If you have any questions or are excited about talking more about makeup, I would just say, let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments. I read the comments. I'm there for you guys. Tell me, are you gonna try this look? Is this gonna be something you're excited about trying? Did you know about this? Did you not know about this? Always make sure your glue is not showing and it's not out there, even though your glue could be transparent glue. Sometimes you can see like the white of it. I like to cover that. So I just go in and just tap, 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 especially because right now the glue might be still a little wet. So I like to just tap on top. So another thing you can do if you are wearing false lashes is grabbing a brush that you comb your eyebrows with. Just like combing over your lashes and blending them in with the lashes. You can do that as a step to blend in like that. But anyways, this is what a smoked out wing liner looks like. I'm not gonna do anything else. I could do a million things here. I could add some of my bronzing powder to create a crease here. I already naturally, since my eye is an almond eye, I carry that crease naturally, but I'm not gonna do that. But you can totally do that. It depends on what occasion you want it for. If you are doing this for the day and then you want to start playing with your crease for more of an evening look and turn it from day to night, you totally can, and it looks so pretty. I mean, I can show you as we're just playing with makeup here. So for this, you do want a fluffy brush, something that has fluff in it. And you can grab any bronzer that you bronze your face with. Just grab the bronzer, and then I'm gonna get a little bit up close here and just gonna create a little crease. And honestly, you can use this day or night, but it just enhances your eye shape, and go with whatever eye shape you have. Hence, I'm telling you about my almond eye shape that I have, but you can do this cater to your eye shape. It will look really pretty. I think I'm gonna go do my hair, come back, show you guys like the final look here, and yeah, what do you guys think? That adds a little bit of dimension here. Oh, another thing you can do, totally optional, it's put some mascara on your bottom lashes, or add some with that same brush. You can add some like a brown shadow or the same color that you have up here. You can kind of add it here. I would follow that same rule of not going too far in here, but I would just keep it like about to the center, depending on what kind of look you're trying to create here. Like you want more like a cat eye look, you know, it's just really cater to what you're comfortable with. I'm gonna add a little bit of mascara to my bottom lashes just so that they stand out a little bit, but you don't have to at all. I wonder, did it go under? Just using a Q-tip here. And I can use just any brow brush to just comb through them. All right, I'm gonna fix my hair and then I'll do something for my lips, and let me be right back with my hair. Hair in process. It's crazy. Put some hair. You already know the OG of OGs on my ends here. Can't even grasp. My hair is really long. Whoa. I didn't even know I have this much volume in my hair right now. It'll come down. It'll come down. But anyways, this is the final look. I hope I'm not looking greasy here. And I hope you can still see me with some natural light still. Get to see what this line looks like. Oops. Whole hair there. This line looks like. And I didn't put it on that side, remember? So that's the finished look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the look. If you learned something today, let me know. If you want to learn some more tips, let me know. All in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. If you're watching my content and you love this, you already know what you could do best to support me. You can subscribe, like the video. If you girls were able to learn a new trick or just even feel inspired to try something different, if you haven't done this before and if you've just used like a liner, obviously we're going to try all the things. I love makeup overall. There's no mistake you can actually make. You could always correct it. So feel safe in that sense that this is very like safe proof. You can't really mess this up. Let me know what you would like to see down below next. I have plenty of ideas, but I always love to hear from you guys. So if this is something you enjoyed, let me know. Hope you had plenty of things that made you smile today. And even for the girl, the mom out there, like, hope you're having tons of grace on yourself, that if today wasn't a day that you didn't get ready, tomorrow could be a different day. You can get ready, get purdy, take care of yourself. Like always, do the best with what you have and enjoy, have fun, play, laugh as you do this. And I will see you for the next one. Bye.